Hello everyone, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Batman Arkham Asylum on Steam. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be continuing onwards in our triple area pathway segment where we need to find the 3 good doctors that have been, well, no two ways about it, they've been abducted, they've been taken hostage. So it's time for us to be the Batman and do our fantastic little job. And to start things off, the first one's right by here. That's surprisingly simple. He's right by there. Easy pickings. Nothing's gonna go wrong, is it? Nah.
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's a trap!
I know. Just not for me.
It's true! You really are the world's greatest detective! How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if you can detect being punched in the face.
I can detect more than that. Like, I can detect my fist hitting their faces. Get it? Because, yeah, I'm making fun, you know. But yeah, there was a trap. Lo and behold, so all we need to do by here is simply beat down all of the delicious mooks. It's actually really simple. I love it whenever you do like a finishing blow on an enemy, because every time you do a finishing blow, it sort of zooms up onto the enemy's face, and whenever you see that, I don't know, it's always it just feels epic, you know. You're in the middle of a fight and suddenly you switch into a cinematic view for the final punch and knocks him out. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But anyway, if we pop on by here, we'll have a riddle that you can access. So feel free to hop on up here. We will be required to return to this area later on, obviously, because we cannot quite access that Riddler trophy yet, which is a bit of a shame, but there we are. Although, that said, I am going to be speed montaging the Riddler trophy, so it might be a bit harder to pay attention where each of them are when I get around to it, so I do apologize for that in advance.
I'm sorry. I tried to tell you. I couldn't speak.
Relax, you're safe now. I can handle these low-life thugs.
It's like I'm Batman or something. But yeah, that was easy, and this is basically how each and every one of these little objective areas are going to go now. We're going to go to one of these rooms, free up all the doctors and whatnot in each room, and yeah, that's basically all there is. It's a very simple area of the game. I can't complain too much about it. Like, and because the game's map is good enough, so you know exactly where to go. Ooh, let's get the drop on these guys, shall we? And we're gonna batarang them. Boom! I love doing that. You just throw the batarang at them and just... Oh, I kind of feel... Oh my god, crotch shot. Oh, I felt that. You know, it's, I just like how the map system works in this game, because it's Metroidvania, but you'll never get lost because of how well it's done. It's rare you see games where the map's done this well.
Boss, it's done. The room is full of gas and Captain Hook is stuck in there. Dang it.
Surprise, motherfucker! I just noticed they called him Captain Hook, which makes sense because the guy's arm was taken a bite out of. So,
Cash, what happened?
There was an alarm in medical. I heard someone shouting and found the doc lying on the floor. When I went to help him, the room was flooded with gas. These doors locked down. We can't get out. Don't know how long we can last.
Oh, great. Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He could use one.
because he has a hook on his hand. I got it. Good one, Joker. Good one, Joker. But yeah, the room's basically filled with laughing gas. So if you remember before, we had a little sequence where we had to throw batarangs at a switch. Like, well, there was one switch and it cleared the room of gas. Well, now it's time for a little mini puzzle involving the same sort of spiel. And if you look over to the right somewhere, there he is, you can see a bloke dangling. That's one of Riddler's goons. He's not the smartest mook in the toolbox, I will be perfectly honest, but basically if you go to a couple of very designated spots like this one by here, you'll easily be able to see the switches and throw a batarang at it, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes if the quick batarang doesn't work, you can always use the aim one as well to look around, which I recommend. This room actually gave me a bit of trouble my first playthrough, just because I had a lot of issues, you know, finding out, okay, where's each of these switches? I can't find them. And they don't really highlight as well as I would hope whenever you go into detective vision, but I digress. Now this one always gave me trouble, because you see that mook hanging up on the ceiling there? Well, what we basically need to do is we need to say sayonara to this guy. Boom. I kind of feel sorry for him. In fact, doesn't he Oh, I just realized Batman might have just broke his code. Because Batman has a code to not kill people, but that mook clearly landed on the Joker laughing gas, and doesn't that kill after like a few seconds of being in? Could just be me thinking that, but I don't know. I'm positive that kills people. But yeah, this room's free. Aaron Cash is freed once again. And fortunately there's no crocodiles to take a bite out of his arms in here, so he's safe and sound. But go over here. Huh.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job nevertheless.
Not really. If the monkey probably couldn't solve that if they didn't know who the Firefly was, so that's a lie. The monkey would have to read comic books to know that.
I shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that freak stayed where he belonged.
In the North Pole. Why, I don't know why the North Pole came in my head. It's the only thing that popped up. But yeah, with that, that's that room done, which leaves one last area to go to, which is fortunately the final area of this little trilogy. If you guys can count. If you guys can't count, then spoiler alert, it's the last one of this little group of people we need to save. And this is actually a bit of a, not a major character we're rescuing right now, it's more of a semi-medium. Like, she has influence on the plot, but only a minor influence on the plot. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. She's all the way down here. And I don't know what these drape things are called, but I love going through them in this game because the physics, I don't know, I just get the sense of, oh yes! I'm a weird child, I will admit that. I don't know, every time I see things like this that can be physicsed. Yes, I just use physics as a verb. I always like to use that, you know, I always like to manipulate them. It's kind of one of the things I love about like the Gears of War series, because if anyone's played Gears of War, whenever there's a dead body on the ground, you can actually just kick it about like it's a football. I don't know, I spent so many times just trying to make one body move from one end of the map to the other. It's some good fun, And I clearly didn't kick him there. By the power of force, see, the air around Batman's kick was so powerful enough that it destroyed the mook. Anyway, if you as you can tell, she's got a bunch of armed guards around here. Now, if you take down one of these doors, but not both of the walls that's behind the guards, she will die. So what you want to do is destroy one wall by, well, not destroy, mark one wall with your bat detonation nonsense. Then move over to the other side, stick the explosive gel on, and then blow them up simultaneously. Otherwise, Dr. Young will be Dr. None, if you will. Lights out. Quit complaining, I'm helping you, I'm Batman. As soon as I find my way down to you. Where's it? There it is. Now, one thing I always have issues with this is finding the entrance to the room. I always get, I don't know, I always get thrown up by that. It's weird.
What's going on? They were talking like they were in control. Is it true that Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes. But not for long.
I'd been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out. The warden was very specific he wanted Joker cured.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of it. God, I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the other doctors.
Not a problem. All staff have been rescued. You'll be safer if you remain here.
That door is locked. I don't know why, that door, no matter what, is always locked. It's nothing you can really do by here. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right by here now, I'm scanning the environment randomly because I'm positive there's a Riddler challenge around here. Riddle. There's a riddle around here, I'm positive, but for the life of me, I can't find it right now. I could be completely wrong, but don't judge me if, you know, don't rage in the YouTube comments. I said screw it, I don't want to stay there for too long anyway. That's one thing I want to make sure I do in LPs, is like, not stay in one area too long, because otherwise the viewers will get bored. If I'm bored, the viewers are bored. And hey, a new enemy type. Now these guys in the red, well, basically you can't attack them from the front because they will always block you. So what you need to do is actually use the stun attack, as you can tell on the screen, by pushing the B button, which will lull them into a little daze because they just can't handle how fabulous your cape looks. And just lay them smack down after stunning them. It's kind of useful. The technique gets more used in the second game more so than the first game. But that's something for a later date when I go into tackling the second game. So yes. Anyway, let's go back in this room and help out these guys.
Did you find them? Are they okay?
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. You really don't have the authority to...
I'll get her there, Batman. You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't like it, but... Who called the elevator?
Wasn't us. It's coming from the lower floor.
Cash, take Dr. Young. Get her notes and then find somewhere safe to hold up. Everyone else, go to the observation room. Barricade yourselves in.
How the hell does she know it's coming from the bottom floor? Is she psychic? Because it could be coming up from upstairs. How the hell? Unless we are on the top floor, which... Are we on the top floor? No, I'm calling bull on that, right? She should not have known. Anyway, it's time for ourselves another glorious stealth sequence. And I don't think this one takes too long. It's not a tricky stealth sequence at all. Although, to be perfectly honest, I do like how the game splits up from stealth sequence to... from action sequence to stealth sequence every now and then. It's a nice way to break up the gameplay so you're not doing the exact same thing throughout the constant course of the game. I always appreciate when games try to break up the flow a little bit. The problem is there's not much variety in this game, folks. Like, we've seen pretty much everything you're going to be doing throughout the course of the game now, with the exception of maybe one boss battle that's different. Like, all the boss battles usually revolve around the same sort of dodge, mook, punch him, dodge, mook again, then punch him sort of thing. Which is kind of annoying, And otherwise, everything's going to be either stealth sequence or running around punching things or just general traversing, folks. So, it's kind of annoying there's not much variety in that regard. But, at least they tried to add a little variety, at least they tried to spread out the game of stealth sequences and whatnot. In fact, I'm surprised that I enjoy the stealth sequences as much as I do, because I am awful at stealth games, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you wouldn't know this because I haven't done any stealth games on the channel yet. But, I was playing through Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes the other day, and I couldn't do it. I was awful. I was absolutely awful. And that's on a game with good control. Like, if I went back to Metal Gear Solid 1, I remember struggling so much with that game because I keep going around and then suddenly, oh, a guy that just sort of happens to see me. Oh, yay. Even though on that game it's a bit easier to not get spotted because they have little cones of visions on the minimap. But I digress. Time to go downstairs.
It's too easy. Oh, think about it. I've got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say goodnight, bats. Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of them! There is no crane. They're all over me! Only Scarecrow. Get me out of here, please, someone! It looks like the good doctor has started early. Your appointment is for hours. I'm sure you'll be buzzed through when he's ready. Tell me, Bats, what are you feeling scared of?
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, now we are moving into a reoccurring element in this game. And if you guys haven't guessed what it is already, well, that ominous gas when we were in the elevator, that's a little hint of what's to come, basically, ladies and gentlemen. And the guy screaming, "Oh God, help me," doesn't help.
Help me, Batman.
Well, you're looking a bit under the weather, Jim. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this part. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And when we return next time, we will be returning with the very first Scarecrow sequence. And look at those eyes. They're fabulous. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish. I'll catch you all then. Bye!